Hi. I think everybody out there has had a favorite toy at one point in their life. But did you ever have a toy that scared the you-know-what out of you? Don't say no so quickly, because what about those scary little jack-in-the-box that I think should be renamed Baby Laxative in a Box? Guaranteed to bring on a diaper change. My favorite toy was a doll. Way back in the mid-50s, when dolls looked like dolls. You know, big-eyed, flat-chested, weird things. That all changed with Barbie. When she marched on the scene in 1959, she single-handedly became the poster child for the plastic surgery industry. No little girl ever looked at themselves the same way in the mirror. Once Barbie was their best friend. And what about that male companion she had named Ken? The two of them, they made the expression cross-dressing a household word. Anyway, way back in the mid-50s, when I liked to be called a doll because it was a compliment. Can't do that today, though. Most ladies would sue a gentleman for sexual harassment if you dared call him a doll. But it was the month before Christmas, and all through the hospital, not a creature was stirring, except the polio girls in Ward B. 10 o'clock, lights out. We giggled and laughed and chatted just like any other kids in the dark, sharing a sleepover. We were finally free of our braces, crutches, and wheelchairs. There were 7 of us. The oldest girl, who was named Ruthie and a bit of a bully, decided that that night we were going to talk about what we wished for Christmas. When it came to me, I said, I hope, I wish, I know I'm going to get a Tony doll for Christmas. Ruthie bellowed from the other side of the room. And what makes you think you're going to get that expensive doll? Who's going to give it to you? Santa Claus? And then there was a round of laughter. I said, you'll see, I'll get that doll. Truth be told, I didn't have a clue how I was going to get a Tony doll. But the next day, Ruthie had put an idea in my head. I wrote a letter to Santa. Lots of paper later. I had a huge dilemma. Where was I going to mail my dear Santa? I'm in the hospital recovering from polio letter, and I wish I get a Tony doll for Christmas. Well, I decided to mail it to Santa at the North Pole, care of Macy's, 34th Street, just in case. A week went by, nothing. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. The teasing was relentless. Now everybody was beginning to tease me. It was just a couple of days before Christmas. And we were going to have the hospital annual Christmas party for all the children. I couldn't believe it. No doll, nothing. Terrified, we gathered. I was terrified, nobody else was. We gathered in the auditorium for this big family and friends and children's gift exchanging event. I could see Ruthie watching from the corner of her eye. She had a grin on her face. As we went around the room and we were presented with our gifts, I was given this big, beautiful box. I was so excited, but terrified at the same time. I said, Mommy was there. Mommy, please help me open this box. Ruthie is watching, and don't let anybody see what's inside. Carefully it was unwrapped. I looked down. I had to wipe away my tears. Trembling, I reached down and picked up my beautiful Tony doll, flat-chested, googly-eyed, fake-haired doll, and wiped that grin right off of Ruthie's face. You see, I believe anything's possible if you believe it's possible. So never say impossible. Now what's going to be in your box for next year?